Last page of the test has histogram questions on it. Now the first one's your fairly standard typical histogram question. You've got a half completed histogram and a half completed table, and this is how they'll come at you the majority of times. Okay, so this is showing information about how long in minutes some students took to complete some homework. Use the information in the histogram to complete the table. So this first bar corresponds with this first row in the table. And this is the key really to unlocking the question as well, because we have everything we need. We've got the bar, we have the class width, and we have the frequency. We can figure out what we need to answer this question. Now, we should mention just before we do this that it's the area of the bar in a histogram question which represents its frequency, not its height. So it's the area which is equal to the frequency. Okay, so the area of that bar is 20, so 10 times what gives us 20? Well, we know that must be 2. Okay, well, the other way to think about it is to remember the formula for frequency density. So frequency density, just like any other type of density, density means stuff per space. So it's frequency, amount of stuff, per, which means divide, space. And in this case we're talking about the group width or class width. Okay, and you can use a formula triangle to remember these and help you rearrange it as well. Okay, if we know that's 2, then we know these as well. We can fill those in. Okay, and I'm just going to add on a frequency density column as well. So the frequency density for this one we know is 2. For the next bar, that goes up to a height on the frequency density axis of 3. Next one's 4. We're going to have to work out the other 2. Right. So we've got to fill in the table. This next bar has a width of only 5. It's going from 10 to 15. It has a width of 5, a frequency density of 3. To work out the frequency, we do the frequency density times the width. So that's 5 times 3, which gives us 15. The next bar has a width of 15, it's going from 15 to 30, and it's got a frequency density of 4, so we're doing 15 times 4, which gives us a frequency of 60. And as you can see, the area of that is much bigger than the area of this. Okay, in fact, it's 4 times as big. Okay, and then on the last part of the question, we've got to use the table to complete the histogram. So these 2 rows here are not represented by bars yet. We need to draw them in. Okay. Well, this one has a width of 20, so we know this bar has to go across to 50, and it's got an area of 62, so something times 20 is 62. Well, if we do 62 divided by 20, we'll find the frequency density. So 62 divided by 20 is, divided by 10 would be 6.2, so divided by 20 would be 3.1. Same for the next one. I'll just draw that in first. So across to 50 and up to 3.1. Just check the axis, make sure it's going up in ones. Yeah. Okay. And then the last one, we've got a width of 10, frequency of 23, so 23 divided by 10, 2.3. So from 50 to 60, and we've got to go up to 2.3. There we go.